How you doing? Alex Merrill, Alliance Tutoring. I was a teacher for 15 years in English and got off for good behavior. It was a lot of fun in a lot of ways. It had a lot of benefits, and I certainly got a lot of value out of the teaching career. I got to work with teens, which I love doing. I got to stay with English, which was a passion of mine from college and grad school. And, I get the summers off. There's a lot of stability. Certainly, there are a lot of perks to teaching. However, it's a lot of work. I sat down and tabulated how much I was spending during the school year working in the private school and the boarding school world. It was about 100 hours a week during the school year. That's a lot. You're talking about teaching, yes, 50 to 100 students, perhaps. You're talking about advisory, you're talking about after school clubs, you're talking about sports, you're talking about writing those god-awful comments twice a year, or if you're lucky, sometimes even more than that. It's really a lot of work. So I torched it. 2019, went off on my own, started this business, and I've been so happy ever since then. Not only from a time perspective, I only work about 4 hours a day, but also financially, it's a heck of a lot more lucrative than my teaching career ever was. I have about 30 or 40 subcontract tutors at this point. I have about 80 or 100 families in Fairfield, Westchester, and New Jersey, and we are expanding. And there's no reason why you can't do the same thing. I think a lot of people feel kind of stuck in the teaching career. We used to call it golden handcuffs. All those benefits are there, certainly. All that stability is there. It's a decent wage. Sometimes you have a pension if you're a public school teacher, bless you. But I'm making a heck of a lot more money independently, privately, and there's no reason why you can't do this too. In fact, that is why I'm providing this course in 12 modules. I'm going to give you all the information, all the lessons that I learned along the way, along the first few years in particular, that I wish I would have known going into this. Having all of that information is really pretty critical. It's going to save you a lot of hiccups along the way. I'm also giving you some action item lists for each of these modules, so that if you follow those action items, you will be able to form your own business and get it launched really within a couple of weeks. You can do this. Anyone who is in the teaching industry who feels like, I don't know, this is not, there's not much of a ceiling for me here. I'm not really making much money. I don't know. This seems very stressful. This is an opportunity. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. It is there. You can do it. Anybody can apply these principles and be in charge of their own life. You can be an entrepreneur. And I assure you, it is a much happier path than the grind that teaching is. God bless it. So without further ado, we're going to get into these 12 modules and get right to work in launching your own tutoring business.